So I've got a review coming up. It's on my first e-bike. Pretty excited. Getting an e-bike right now.
How we doing?
How you doing?
Doing it right.
Dude, that's not heavy. You're carrying it like nothing, bro. Right there at the edge is fine, man. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
There it is. Nakto. Foldable e-bike. Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry and Motors and Blowers. Welcome to another weekend product review. Today I'm going to be unboxing, assembling, and then trying out my new e-bike from Nakto. This is a folding e-bike with a step-through feature, kind of like for female bikes where it doesn't have the top bar. It's going to be very interesting to put this together. I'm not new to bikes. As a matter of fact, I'm one of those guys that are from the 80s BMX freestyle era. And also when I was a police officer, I was on bike patrol too. So I have a lot of experience with bikes, but this is actually my first e-bike, and I'm very excited to unbox it. As you can see, it's extremely well packed. Everything was wrapped up in a ton of foam and bubble wrap. So it was very well insulated for shipping. No damage to anything that I could see immediately. And as you can see, it comes 90% installed. I've seen a video where people say that it takes 5 hours to put together. Like 5 hours? I don't get it. Anyway, it's 90% put together. As you can see, this is the front wheel with the fender light you need to mount, as well as the front wheel over here. And then you have the handlebars. Getting a closer look. This is the saddle or seat. I love the brown color. It was pressed up against something, so you have that little dent. Hopefully that'll come out by itself. It comes with the instruction manual for the LCD display on the handlebars. And this is the Nakto Folding Ox. Folding OX or Folding Ox. I'm just going to call it Ox. And then you have the user manual. The saddle is attached to the seat post. And you have the 2 pedals that you have to install with reflectors on each side and the end caps. These are the extent of the tools that they give you. 2 wrenches, a hex or Allen key, a typical small Phillips screwdriver, and a 30 amp fuse. Comes with the bag. This is the charger for the battery. This is the brick. This is the adapter cord that you attach to and plug into your 110 AC wall outlet. Like I said, this is the front wheel. Really like how this looks over here. I believe that is the inner tube, which is orange, and it pops out like that. Kind of a cool look. Taking a look at it from here, you just attach the handlebars to that. I don't think I'm going to read the instructions. It has a full front suspension with shocks. This is the top tube and bottom tube combined. Basically, it's a bottom tube. As you can see, the Nakto insignia on there. This is the part where you fold it with a quick disconnect lever, the crank, and this is the lithium-ion battery. This has a brushless 500-watt motor on the rear hub with disc brakes and this cool stand. Has the rear fender and also a nice platform here where you can bungee cord things to it to carry. So this is a fat tire bike. You can only call them fat tires if they're over 3 inches or more. The Nakto one is 4 inches. You may be thinking, "Oh, this is just a cheap Chinese bike." Well, that may be true, but it has some excellent components. This bike typically was $12.99 from all the reviews I've seen. Now it's on sale for $9.99 on Amazon with free shipping. Or you can find one for $7.99 but pay $200 in shipping. It's all marketing semantics, but it's about $1,000. If you know anything about bicycles, you'll know that the components are key. And you say if this might have cheap components, this does not. This has, as you can see, Shimano. Everybody knows the name Shimano. Shimano Tourney, TZ gears, and hub. So the website claims that the range on this thing is 60 miles. We all know that that's an exaggeration. There's no bike out there that allows you 60-mile range with just one battery. So it's probably 60 miles if you pedaled the whole time. But this one will probably get about an average of 20-25 miles if you do pedal assist. But if you just use the throttle and use electric the whole way through, you won't get 20 miles. So now I'm gonna try to put it together without reading the directions. And I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna take 5 hours. So as you can see, I'm almost finished, but the wrenches they give you aren't very precise. So there are 2 bolts on the fork you need to attach the front fender. And so I got my impact wrench, 10 millimeter, much easier. But it didn't take me 5 hours to put this together, maybe 20 minutes, okay? And then I was very aggressive with my placement of my saddle. I had it up here thinking that that would be perfect. And then when I sat on it, I couldn't even reach the pedals. So I'm 5'7", and I have it at the lowest point. And it's more than comfortable. Technically, you need to have the seat high enough so that you can extend your leg almost straight. That gives you the best endurance, all that stuff. But I feel comfortable this way. Then once I had the seat height adjusted, then I could, tighten up these 4 hex bolts over here on the neck to give it just the right angle and comfort that you have with your arms. So that's what you have to do. Now, when this is folded, the handlebars do not fold down with a quick disconnect. You have to have the tool with you. So that's kind of inconvenient if you wanted to fold it up and bring it on the train or something, But you had to adjust the brakes just right too. When you put the front wheel on, you wanted the disc to be exactly aligned in the middle in between the 2 pads. So I got it right there in the middle and then tighten it with the hex bolt tool. I need to put the lights on and secure the fender on. And then I'm finished. So I had to adjust the gearing. go, guys. It's all put together, finely tuned. I didn't look at the instructions at all, only because I've been around bikes my whole life. For you new timers, read the instructions. Fine tune the brakes. You have to make sure that the disc is right in the center between the two pads or close to it. It's not an exact science, but you don't want it to rub the disc brakes while you're rolling. Put the LED lamp on. You have to put the plastic caps onto the nut so it protects the nut. LED light and fender were put on by that bolt together. Tighten the Phillips screw there. The fender is a little off center, but you know what? That's my OCD talking. Also, you had to bend these rods to make sure the rear part of it is centered. This is the disconnect to fold it in half. I'll show you that in a minute. And these pedals over here. You can stow these pedals. Just like that. I had to adjust the gears a little bit because when I went on the highest gear of 6, it wouldn't go all the way up. It was stopping at number 5 and it wouldn't go to 6. So you have to do is just do a minor twisting adjustment over here to tighten it, and that works great. I couldn't find the key before, but it was just zip tied onto the front handlebars. You put the key in and you turn on the ignition all the way. Then you turn on the display, which is the on and off button here. And it shows here almost full battery. Has a horn and headlights where you press CUR. Now you have the power on. Just pedal and it helps you. You can hear the motor moving. And then it shuts off when you stop pedaling. Start. So you can hear the motor. If you want to take your battery out to charge, there's a little lever in the back of the saddle or seat. Lifts up. And lift the battery out. Now you can charge it with the brick and the adapter for your wall overnight. Or you can just stick it in here while it's in here. Make sure that you have the tabs lined up for the bottom. That's how it gets the battery power. Along this rail, slip it in, put this down, slip goes down. To fold the bike in half, quick release lever, outward, lift up. Once lifted up, bike folds completely in half. Of course, not easily, but you can tell. Okay? Now folding it does stretch this wire though, so I didn't want to do it. I don't plan on folding mine anyway, but if you wanted to fold it, that's how you do it. let's take it for a ride. So with first gear, when you first start pedaling, it takes off. So if you're turning and you're just starting, taking off could be pretty tricky. So I would suggest when starting it up, use the throttle. You don't need the pedal for it. Use the throttle just a little bit and it'll slowly move. Unlike other e-bikes, this allows you to just use the throttle 100%. You can assist by pedaling and use the throttle at the same time, or you can just pedal. Some e-bikes force you to have to pedal a little, whereas this one gives you 100% throttle power if you wanted to. So with this display, you can actually adjust the speed if you want. This is at the highest level right now. See, assist, full power. You can do assist down to almost nothing, which is what I had. And I was wondering why, no matter how fast I pedaled, I couldn't go past 10 miles an hour. Then I pressed the speed up on the assist. Man, I made it to almost 21 miles an hour when I was assisting it. It goes really fast. It's very cool. I love it. It's very well balanced. As you saw, I was riding with one hand, no problem. I'm not even pedaling right now. I'm just letting the assist do everything. You have the option to just relax. I'm not as strong as I used to be in my 20s, so pedaling fast, my legs are like jello right now. As you can see, we're going 16 right now. I'm a little nervous about letting go of just riding one-handed at 20 miles an hour, so I'm not going to do it. That gives you an idea that you can go up to 20 miles an hour. Here, I'm going to try. Okay, 19 and a half, and that's with me not pedaling. I didn't want to pedal and ride at 19 miles an hour with one hand, you know what I mean? So now I'm kind of pedaling and you can feel it. Never mind the stop sign, there's nobody here. All right, I'll try. And you saw it? Hit 20 for a second. If you've never gotten an e-bike, I'll tell you wonder why you ever pedaled. Having an e-bike is amazing. It's like having a motorcycle without any license, permit, or anything. Anything under 25 miles an hour, they don't require it. But on a nice summer day like today, it is hot. To be able to just ride around. Really fun. Nice cool breeze. Go for a nice ride. I love it. So after riding for about 30 minutes, look at my power. Still has 4 bars. I think I only used 1 bar, and most of the time it was at full assist, full power. And 80% of the time I wasn't pedaling because I'm lazy. So it seems like the range is going to be very good. I don't know about 60 miles, but you'll probably get 25 miles no problem, as long as you assist. But if you're just riding like me without pedaling, it'll burn through the battery pretty well. So it takes about 5 to 6 hours for this thing to fully charge. Just connect it onto your brick, plug it into your wall overnight, and you're ready to ride in the morning. I didn't go off-road because I didn't have any place to go off-road. I feel like the tires could be inflated more, but I think they're designed for off-road. But if you wanted to ride mostly on ground like I did, pump up those tires a little bit. These are 20 by 4s and 4 inches wide. On their website, it says it's from a reputable brand, Kenda. However, I don't see the word Kenda anywhere. So the tire says 5 to 30 PSI. If you want to go off-roading, you have it at 5. If you want to go fast on the roads, do 30. I'm going to do 15. So if you like to be outdoors like I do, you want an e-bike, at $9.99, this is a bargain. Lets you throttle by itself, pedal assist, and it's a very finely made bike. The Nakto Ox. 500 watt motor, 750 peak, up to 60 miles range. I'm not sure about that, but about the average of maybe 20 or 25 is my estimation, with a lot of assist on your part. Speed, I could only get it up to 20. Maybe you guys can do 25 miles an hour. I'm old, so 20 is about the most I can do without being worn out. Putting it together was a cinch. It really wasn't 5 hours like some people say it was. Half an hour, tops, with the adjustment of the brakes. Read the instructions, although the instructions really weren't very helpful. But if you're a newbie to bikes, read the instructions. It'll help you out. The display is fantastic. The controllers are fantastic. The brakes needed a little bit of adjustment, as well as the 6-speed gearing. If you know what you're doing, a little bit of adjustment is all you needed. I pumped up the tires from 5 PSI to 15 because I'm mostly gonna ride on the street. If you wanna ride outdoors, keep it at 5 to 10 max because you want the 4-inch fat tires to be soft when you're going over bumps. E-bikes are fantastic. I don't know why I never had one before. I absolutely love the Nakto Ox. Fantastic. I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. Thanks a lot for joining me on today's review. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. See you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.